Welcome to Mommy's Black Book Podcast, the ultimate me time where we spill the tea.
From motherhood to sexcapades and everything in between, grab the wine,
Because it's girl talk time. We're your hosts. I'm Lexi, Lynn.
And I'm Miss Baby May.
Hello, hello, wonderful people. Thank you for joining us today.
What's up?
How are you, Miss May? What's the haps?
I'm well, better than I deserve. Nothing really new since we last chatted. Can't think of anything.
No, we're recording a little ahead of schedule this week.
Yeah,
so
we have a special episode today, y'all.
yes,
Hey.
it's super exciting. There really hasn't been anything too exciting for us either. We were supposed to have a date with the lady friend.
I was gonna ask you about that. How'd that go?
She got sick
Oh, no.
and she rain checked. But I'm like, I'd rather you rain check than bring your germs to my house.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need your sore throat and shit. Thanks. Appreciated. Yes. So, yeah, that got rescheduled. However, dude with the schlong.
Okay. Yes, tell me more.
We've been talking, and yeah, he's definitely down to record. He's listening now too, by the way.
Oh, well, hello, dude with the schlong.
He goes, "Am I gonna be in the podcast?" I was like, "Are you gonna be mentioned?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was all, "Well, if we record shit, yeah, absolutely. There's a really good chance it's gonna happen."
I think it's a great idea that we bring people that are close to us onto the show.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important to share this world with us. So.
Yes.
Which brings us to the purpose of this episode.
Yes.
We have some special guests here.
We
I want
do.
to introduce the famous Jay. Say hello.
Hello.
And then the beautiful Miss Princess Peach.
Hi.
So,
Tell us.
we've chatted a little bit about Jay on the show. A whole lot.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
A little bit.
I do have to just give a quick shout out to Dr. Phil Marcus as well.
Dr. Phil Marcus, what's up?
Ooh, shout outs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, okay, so you're here. What do you think of the show?
I like it. I think it's cool. There's not really much like this out there, so
That's good.
it's
That's what we're
definitely-
going for.
Yeah,
Shooting
So-
for a little unique.
a lot of you know, and it's I'm not saying all lady shows are like that, but a lot of girls that you listen to with podcasts are not completely open or real.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to actually hear what's really going on in y'all's brains, because it's confusing sometimes. So.
Oh, let's be 100% candid. I have no plan 90% of the time we sit
I
down
know.
here.
Okay, so she asked me earlier, she was like, so what are we talking about? And I was like, I don't know. She usually doesn't tell me until we get there. And she was like, what?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what I signed up for right now.
Yeah, and I
I'm
was like, I don't know.
scatterbrained as fuck.
I was like, yeah, I don't know. We get there, or I get there, and then we just go get high, and then just like talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Freaking, I have a notebook over here, my lovely leopard print notebook, and I take notes of what we've talked about in it so that I know what to title our next episode. However, this week I was so distracted that I have to re-listen to episode 8 so that I know what to title it. I was like, I listened and it was smooth, but I don't remember what we talked about.
It was a whole lot of everything.
Oh my
We were
God.
fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
Like in
that's why it's so
2 hour podcasts.
scatterbrained, guys.
That's your longest one, right?
Mhm.
Is
Oh,
that the
yeah.
next one?
So
Mhm.
episode
It's the other
7
two.
is 2 parts because it was 2 hours long, and we're currently recording episode 9. So,
I listened to them all in one day.
well, that's
I did.
awesome. I binge listened and watched to quite a few things. I used to work at a cannabis farm as a processing manager, and I would be in there dealing with my shit, trimming all my weed and all that. My boss would come in and it would be like serial killer documentaries playing across the loudspeaker while I'm trimming the weed, and he's like, "What the fuck are you listening to?" And I'm like, "It's just one of those days, homie."
It's soothing. I listen to murder podcasts all day long, every day. So
It's
I get it.
awesome.
It's what I like to listen to when I drive long distances.
Yeah.
If I listen to podcasts while I drive, I'll fall asleep. I have to, especially if it's long distances. If it's like from here to the next town over,
feel
then it's
that.
one
When
thing.
I'm at the job site, I like talk radio or podcasts or stories. When I'm driving, I need to listen to metal.
Yeah, Joe listens to him all the time. He's like, I'm an old man. Ha 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 ha. It's just constant to the point that I'm like, hey, can you put that in your headphones? Because I'm tired of having people yell at me from the speaker. It's crazy. They're great. I just can't listen to them while I drive. I need that upbeat. Yeah, straight up. When I had to go down to California in March and drive with my mother-in-law back up to Washington, I was like, nah, man, we've got to have some upbeat tunes. I'm so happy that she's a chill lady because we listened to my shit all the way up here and it was not necessarily like it was wild. It was all over the place. Ridiculous. So, Miss Princess Peach, I'm so excited to meet you.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm happy this union's happening.
Yeah.
Now I'm really excited for you guys to meet. Me too.
I was excited to meet you. I asked her about you after I saw you on the OnlyFans. I was like, oh, Princess Peach.
What have you seen?
Oh, she's a scoper. She's probably seen the girls' night videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have. Because I told her because I used to do premium snaps and all of that shit a couple of years ago. And I started my OnlyFans and my Pornhub accounts and all that shit a couple of years ago. And then when I got pregnant with the baby, I was like, I feel really disgusting. I didn't capitalize on the pregnant porn like I should have. And I was telling her I wish I had.
Missed opportunity.
Yes. And I got my tubes tied, so there's no more opportunities. But so I was like, God damn it. But then afterwards I was like, oh, maybe I'll get back into it. So I recently was like, I'm getting back into it because it's just too much fun not to. Like, why the hell not? So she was telling me all of like, you gotta advertise and you gotta do this, teaching me the little ins and outs. And I was like, well, I'm gonna stalk your OnlyFans page and I'm gonna like your shit and comment and hopefully catch the eye of some of your fans. And she's like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, the more likes you have, it helps because people see, oh shit, she has 10,000 likes. I should probably follow her, and it's worth paying for. So that's good.
Real.
If you go and like all of her stuff, she likes yours. It kind of helps bring that in.
It's like I gotta weasel my way in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, how did you end up in the industry?
Good question. Yeah. How did that happen?
So I used to be on Tumblr, and I was like really, really big. I know, right? I was really big on Tumblr for like a while. And then I got pregnant and I was posting pictures, but I was like, I didn't want to post videos. I felt like it was weird. And then after that, I stopped because Tumblr got restrictive. And then recently, I think in November, it was kind of a revenge thing.
Oh.
So there was a cheating situation. I was like, you know what? I want to feel hot. And so I was like, I'll just try this. And I did Snapchat for a bit. And then I was like, OnlyFans would make me a lot more money. And I just started doing it. And then I got him to join in. And now it's just like, it's fun. It's easy money. And, Snapchat is kind of slow. OnlyFans is where it's at for sure.
Snapchat wasn't super. It was hit and miss.
It's hard work. You have to advertise every day nonstop, and you have to respond constantly. It's just a lot.
And there's so many rules.
Yeah. So I think my account got flagged a couple times because I was getting away with posting some pretty racy things.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
I know.
Yeah.
You got us in trouble.
all of a sudden now your nipples are getting it taken down.
Yeah, but now I can't even show my nipples. I can't show my butt cheeks.
Or anything, even in text, like gangbang, it was mentioned, that got taken down.
OnlyFans, anything like that. So I'm trying to shy away from there
We
and
have to,
figure out other avenues
paste
of doing it.
the link on instead of the actual link.
So I've noticed with that, that happened to me before too. So once someone reports one time, then your account is like watched. So Snapchat just automatically keeps track of you.
Yeah,
so
that's what I
somebody
figured.
had to have reported you, and then Snapchat's picking on you,
That's
and it's a
annoying.
cock block for sure.
That's
Like,
annoying.
Which is interesting too, because like, why would somebody who does that? Is it because
fucking Karens?
Someone-
No offense
or-
to the people really named Karen, but the fucking Karens.
yeah, or a guy that was mad at you because you wouldn't do what he wanted.
Oh,
So
That
he had to pay,
too.
right? Yeah.
Hey, Pumpkin. Sorry about my dogs, guys. They live here too. We record in my living room because, as we've discussed in the past, we're real moms. We don't have a studio.
Pumpkin.
We're not that cool.
It is what you
it
make.
makes it more authentic though?
Yeah.
It does. This is real life.
Yeah, she's licking my toes.
Oh my goodness. I had a guy that used to suck on my toes, and it was
Dude.
oddly satisfying.
That's my shit.
Yeah. At first I thought it was weird, and I'm like, damn, that feels good.
And then
Yeah.
I did it, and she was like, keep
Yeah.
sucking them.
Yeah.
We're more than 10 minutes in. So, okay. I finally got, speaking of weird but good, I finally got a finger in a man's booty. I was so
exciting.
excited. I was like, yes, it's been a mission. He's just staring at me.
Well.
It has been a mission to achieve this, and I did, and it was awesome.
How do you feel about it?
I was very happy. He was like, it was weird, but it was good, but I'd let you do it again.
Was this husband or
Friend.
play partner?
Kiss and tell. What?
I do kiss and tell, but
I mean,
That's the podcast.
he was my husband.
good for him. Good for
It was
him.
awesome, though.
Good.
It was.
Trying new things.
Yes.
That's what I'm about.
We convinced him.
Yes.
Because you were like, can I tie you up? And I was like, can I stick a finger in your ass? And he was like, yeah.
Have you guys played with your rope yet?
No, we haven't had a chance. Because this stinking baby, God loves my children, but he won't go to fucking sleep until like 1 o'clock in the goddamn morning right now.
And by then you're just like, look, if we're gonna do this, get it over with.
Yeah. Seriously. Like, holy shit. It's insane. I'm getting frustrated. It's to the point where, like, last night, the baby wouldn't go to sleep, and I was getting angry, and I was like, God damn it! Fucking baby! Just stop fighting it and sleep!
Close your eyes.
Come on! And Joe was like,
man.
you can't get mad at the baby. He's a baby. And I'm like,
Yes, you can.
fucking Christ! I'm gonna get frustrated. I'm going in the kitchen finding snacks. Yeah.
Snacks. What about the snacks?
You
Oh
need to
my
put him in
God.
the crib, put on some baby TV, and go fuck in the living room.
Oh, we've done that.
It's a stress reliever, and then go handle him later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10
We've
minutes,
done
just
that
sit
a
there.
few
Parent
times.
life, dude.
He has a couple shows that will put him in that trance. And so I'm just like, Baby Joe, go fuck in the bathroom real quick.
It's
It'd be
it's
like
weird with the different age levels of children. So like ours are, 9 and 8 for the older ones, and like they're really nosy. So we've
Super
learned that
nosy.
we've like if we're having an afternoon delight, right? Because they're old enough to entertain themselves now.
Yeah.
We'll like, oh yeah, let's slip it in real quick. But then like we have to be quiet and listen for the stairs because they like you can hear their
nosy.
heavy breathing at the door. Like,
Oh my God, no.
are they in there?
Mom, can I get a snack?
Can we get snacks? And then 2 seconds later, after
Beat
one, you
yourself.
can hear one going down the stairs, and then you don't hear anything, right? And then someone else knocks at the door. Because you didn't hear this one come upstairs. You didn't know both of them were there, right? So like we're like, oh, we can be louder now. So you start to be louder, and then the door knocks again, and you're like, shit.
Can I play my Switch?
Can I play my Switch?
Get the fuck away.
Get out of here!
You have 3 kids, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've been walked in on a lot.
Yeah. Freaking
they don't understand privacy, and they know something's going on.
Yeah.
So they're like, what's happening? Like, what are you guys doing? What's so fun? And they'll just like sit, you can see their feet underneath the door.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, just be quiet, just finish. And he's like, I can't. Their feet are there. I'm looking at their feet. I can't even stay hard.
You know, we've been fortunate. They haven't walked in on us yet.
So
we're highly strict on this is our room though.
Yeah, that's a kid-free zone. They know it's a kid-free zone.
That took years.
So aloof. It's so hard. I can't even get her to rinse her goddamn fucking plate off after dinner, and I've been up her ass about it for her whole life. I'm like, it's been 9 years. Why can't you fucking rinse your plate off?
Yeah. Yep.
It's horrible. We fucked up today though.
Uh-oh.
Afternoon delights. Oh my god, baby monitors.
No, it happened.
You had it on backwards?
It happened.
Okay.
Oh,
So we went in the bedroom. Okay. And because the baby's crib is in our room, much to my disgruntled freaking state. Anyway, the baby's crib is in our room, and freaking, so the baby monitor, the receiving side is in there. And Joe will turn it on in the mornings and then come out here with the parent end and set it on the goddamn desk so that he can hear when the baby wakes up and he can go in there and be like, oh, I need to go and be a parent now. And then we forgot to turn it off. And last time this happened, this is the second time it's happened. The last time it happened, I was just giving him a good blowy. And so nothing too crazy happened. But today it was like full fucking everything. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna come. And then Lorelai's voice pops over the goddamn thing and goes, guys,
Oh, no.
you really need to come out here because I don't want to take care of this baby.
Oh no.
I was like, oh my god.
That's like, and it's situations like that in your mind. You're like, okay, like, do we just pretend like, do we come out here and start explaining yourselves immediately, or do you just pretend like nothing was? Yeah, hey, what's going on out here?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Hey, you guys good? What's going on?
So
You need help with the baby?
No.
he leaned over and he shut the baby monitor off.
Just kept going.
Yeah. It was like, well, let's finish this up real
He's like,
quick.
fuck you, I said I was about to come.
Dang. Oh.
It was freaking fantastic. I was like, holy shit. We were just like fucking crying, laughing with his dick still in me.
Dang.
That's always a cool feeling though. When you guys cough or laugh, you can definitely feel it squeezing your dick.
It's like the choke thing.
The
The
Kegels.
choke thing.
You can feel it get
Kegels around
tighter
your
around it.
fucking-
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wondered what it would be like to have a penis.
I
Me
would
Do you
too.
ever like wonder?
Yes.
What would you do if you had one? Like, what would be the first thing you do? If
fuck
you had a penis?
everyone I could find.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I would
Yeah,
So,
I mean, the first thing you would do is look at it in the mirror. You'd be like, "Oh, I have a dick," and then you'd flap it back
Yeah, I
and
would
forth.
Well,
flop
yeah.
around. Helicopter that bitch.
absolutely. You've got
Yeah.
to. Joe will just whip around the corner and helicopter his dick at me. Yes!
He's so good at it.
Guys, helicopter your cock
So,
at your lady.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
tell you,
Love that
it
shit.
actually took practice. Like at first, when you
There's
first do it,
technique.
you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna try that," and it just flops up and down.
Oh, I bet.
So
you
you're
gotta
like,
get a good
the hips,
swing.
and so I'm like,
You
"No,
gotta-
I'm like practicing this now, huh?"
You're just standing there in front of the mirror swinging your cock
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. That's fantastic. Yeah, no, I would definitely helicopter my dick around.
Yeah.
Pee standing up, jerk off,
I would
and then
jerk
go
off.
fuck. I would have
You
to.
would have
I
to know
would
what it's
have
like to have an
fuck,
orgasm.
the flashlight pussy
Yeah.
and real pussy.
Yep.
Like
I
you
See the
gotta do it
difference?
both.
And a butthole.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
it's totally
And get a
fair.
blowjob.
I would finally, once and
just
for
stop.
all, test if I had a vagina. The first thing I would do is test every size of anything
Yes.
and exactly where your spots are. Just
Yeah.
like, all right,
Oh,
I'm
so
cracking
that's
this
what that
code.
does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Vaginas are so much cooler.
I agree.
That's
they
so
are.
simple.
So the only thing that's, I mean, honestly, like sometimes I do envy women because like you guys get to give birth to living things. Your
Isn't
bodies
that
do
great?
crazy shit.
No.
Well, no, like it's a powerful thing though.
It
Like
is,
girls are more powerful than history and society's let on, right?
Oh, well, thanks, Jay.
It's true. But like I think that the only thing that makes it cool being a dude and I'm like happy to be a dude is it's like it is simple. Like I can just be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like I can't do anything that you're having a period except for make you comfortable and take care of you. I'm sorry. I don't have to deal with that. And so that's kind of cool. And I'm sorry for that, you guys.
We appreciate that.
I love you.
I had a
First
dude
of all,
ask me
Yeah.
why periods sucked, and I was like, bro, let me
I
tell
feel
you.
like- Yeah, I just
I'm like, have you ever looked at a picture of a uterus while it's on a, like, while you're on your period? You haven't?
No.
Mm-mm.
I've seen
You
a cervix.
haven't?
No.
so
I was surprised.
from the male perspective, anything that makes your mood completely change that fast, I don't want to see a picture of it. Like, I
Fair
completely understand that it probably sucks, and I'm going to let you be a bitch to me for a few days.
So, okay, it swells to twice its normal size. And that's why
Damn.
you bloat
It
and
feels
gain
like
so much
it.
water weight. I was telling her that
Is that where the cramps come from?
I
It comes from the
yeah
shedding
the
the lining.
And it's a muscle too. So
yeah
it's
so it
essentially little
swells and it gains all
contractions.
this fluids and then it sloughs all its inner linings and then it expels it out of your body. Like what the fuck is that? That's
Yeah.
wild. But you know, it's crazy. But and then I bloat so much
Oh, same.
when I'm on my period. I think I was telling Miss May that I weighed myself while I was on my period, and I weighed myself 3 days later not on my period, and it was a 6 pound goddamn difference.
That was 6 pounds of blood, girl.
It was fucking insane. I was like, holy shit. And then this last time, oh my god. So we went out on a date with this new woman, and then I came home and I was like ferociously horny from making out with this chick and watching my husband make
Sounds
out with
familiar.
this chick. You know, ferociously horny, ready to leap his bones the second we walked through the door. And I started my period like as soon as we got home, and I was so fucking angry. And then I just like raged out, and then I started bawling. And he was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And I was like, "God damn it! I just wanted to fuck."
Period comes and fucks it up. Yeah, but period sex is the best.
I don't know. I'm like
It
so
feels
on it.
good.
I referred to it as sex ketchup.
Oh,
the
that
other
got
day.
brought up last night, girl.
I did. I referred to it as sex ketchup, and Joe was like, "That was the most fucking disgusting thing you've ever said to me." He was like, "Why would you say that in my house?"
He goes, my dick has been in your mouth, and that just came out of it. What?
It's just extra lube.
It's exactly.
I mean,
It's just lube.
So it's weird. Like as a teenage boy, definitely afraid of it, right?
Mhm.
But like as a grown man, there came a point where it was like, look, especially after like the second baby, I was like, look, I don't fuck very much. So like, if you give me bloody, I don't really care anymore. Like I am
Like,
ripping
just
my
give me
pants.
some fucking pussy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You love
Freaking.
Yeah, and then eventually you just like it.
Feels good.
I'm so on it. I have to get out of my head. Because I'm
Mhm.
just like, otherwise I'm not going to come. Because I'm just like, if I think about how much mess is being made, I'm like, I can't come.
Oh, see, that's a different. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. That's when you gotta like go on a hike, like go
Yeah.
period fuck in the woods and then come home and take a shower.
Yeah.
We freaking, he bent me over the bathtub and fucked me.
Mm.
And then it was so funny when because I wasn't bleeding heavy, but popping that cord like you were talking about earlier.
Open the
so
floodgates.
freaking he pulled out and it just goes.
So that's it's like I remember the first time popping the cork happened, and like that's a little terrifying. So like you're like, hey, like,
I do that.
is that should you be bleeding that much? Like, I'm okay with this, but like,
Are you okay?
that's a lot of. I feel like I would be scared if I lost that much blood, right? Like, hey, I should go to the hospital, guys. Like, I don't think you should lose that much blood from a nail, right? Like, no, I'd be scared. So
We're used to it.
See,
Oh,
and you
Lord.
wonder why more women are anemic than not. It's because we bleed a lot.
you
I
bleed all
know.
your iron out.
We
That's
do.
probably why you
Yeah.
about faint every time you stand up.
Seriously though.
Probably. Since I've been taking those prenatals, though, I haven't had as many dizzy spells. I will say
You
that.
just have green poop.
Yeah, I do. My
Oh my
poop
God.
is green. Yeah.
That's okay. That's
It's all
better
the
than my
folate.
poop right now.
Mom
This is
problems.
not where we need this podcast to go.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Steer us in a different direction, Captain.
Oh, I'm a captain now.
You look like one right now.
Wait, if I'm a captain, do I get a sexy little top hat?
Ooh.
Content
Cosplay. What's your
You could-
favorite? What's your favorite
My favorite what?
cosplay? Like, what's your favorite role play?
Ooh, so
Oh, damn.
that's a tough one.
That's a hard one, yeah.
We've done a few scenes kind of cosplay. So like she was the hired babysitter once. That was our first video.
So
That was our most acting even too, still to this day.
I think my favorite roleplay though is
I think mine's the one where you were. So we did like this custom video for someone that they wound up like flaking. So we just used it as like a cuck fantasy video. This guy wanted her to talk shit to him, and then I would come fuck her up, right? And he had to watch.
that one's your favorite?
Yeah, because like you had to answer the phone and talk to your fake girlfriend and like yeah, this guy's such a dweeb. He's gonna sit here and watch me fuck this guy Jay. And like
That's
so like
fun.
looking back, that was like a really, I don't know, that was a cool video. That was fun.
I think my favorite is like the stepdad thing. That's
Same.
my shit.
Yup, me too.
Oh yeah, when I caught you skipping
100%.
school.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We've done that. We've done the whole like, oh, I caught you giving your boyfriend a BJ.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I caught you giving your boyfriend a BJ, and what are you gonna do to keep me from telling your mom? You know.
Ooh,
Fuck, that's hot.
That's
Yeah.
hot as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. That's a
The
fun one.
blackmail stuff too.
Yeah.
Blackmail's fun.
Yeah. So I think as far like his favorite cosplay in general though, I think that there's something about certain things like we found out it's going to be super expensive actually. We want to do a really realistic like Star Wars cosplay.
Oh my goodness.
Like
Thousands of
so I was
dollars.
going to get a Vader costume and like an authentic like for me to actually pull off like a realistic Vader costume it's like $400.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
not
don't
So
doubt
and then
that
she was
at
going to be Leia and just getting
a
that
little slave bikini.
yeah, the slave bikini with the
Ooh.
space buns. And
Hell
so
yes.
even just that specific one that looks like hers in the movie is like a couple $100 too.
Yeah. I
So,
don't doubt
but we're
that.
gonna do it. It's
Hell yeah.
not gonna be soon, but we're gonna do that.
That's
So
gonna be fun.
We make enough money to now to have like a budget for porn every month,
Mm-hmm.
like that we can spend on a camera or
Lingerie.
laundry, certain things for
You're
like
like, that's my favorite.
certain things for shooting because we're developing like an actual
Yeah.
product now, and
Your guys' videos are so good. I love them.
they're getting there. They're getting there.
I love them.
Yeah, it's hard when it's just the both of you filming.
Mm-hmm.
Like we need an actual camera person, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
When we have guests over, it's easier to make a good video actually, because I can be the camera person or whatever.
I feel ya.
Filming yourself sucks.
Because
Because it takes
It
so like our
takes
best sex is
away.
never filmed because
True.
we put the camera down.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sidetrack.
That's what we're talking about. Because I was telling her we've only gotten Joe to successfully come on camera a couple of times because it's just such a distraction. He's
Dude,
like,
so that
no,
was
I
hard.
can't do it.
Our first few Pornhub movies do not have like a money shot because it's well the pressure and like I couldn't like film and focus on filming and come at the same time.
Yeah.
It definitely took a while. So like I can do it now. It took a while. It took a minute though, like just to figure it out.
You wanna know something funny? Is we have a friend that he and my husband have known each other for a long time. I met him before I had my daughter. Like, we go back. And I started, after much discussion with Joe, hooking up with this friend. And the contingency was, I don't want to see his dick. Don't send me videos of you fucking this particular individual. And I was like, you got it. I won't send you pictures of me fucking this particular individual. Well, then that particular individual was like, yeah, I'm in agreement with that. We're too good of friends for that. But now he's just like, well, if you guys need a cameraman, because I feel like you guys need a cameraman. If you're going to do this professionally, you need someone. And I'm like, so wait a second.
Hold up.
See, so, I mean, I can see both sides of that. And honestly, though, it's a good point. Like, having it really does make all the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Our highest rated videos have a camera person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm 100% for it.
And
I
it's
just
funny,
found it
too,
really
because
funny.
a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm all about the POV, right? And then, but, like, they generally are our least viewed videos, though.
It's not only that, but if you have a camera person, it cuts down on editing a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like it's more seamless. You don't have to stop and adjust and blah blah blah. You can just do it.
Or have a good angle.
Yeah.
Like, I can only film my point of view, doggy style, for so long before it's boring as shit.
Yes.
Back and ass,
Yeah.
back, hair.
Turn around and look at me.
Miss Princess Peach, you're very quiet over there.
I don't have a videographer, so I'm just listening to them be professionals over here. All of my stuff is, POV, personal stuff, so.
Mine is super, it's very, very, I've only had a couple of videos where someone else has been able to record. She did some, like the best videos we have were from the threesome that we had with her. Because she was able to record and stuff. But that also was super awesome because it showed my husband how to work the camera a little bit. Because I was like, while we were taking turns recording, I was like, watch how we freaking move around and all this other stuff. Because we were trying to teach him how to do the angles, and he's like, I'm so bad at this. And I actually have a video of him at the kitchen rinsing dishes, and he's like, ooh, these dishes are so dirty, like me. And he's like wiggling his butt at the camera because he's trying to be me while I'm freaking trying to show him to do the angles and shit. So he's like, ooh, my butt. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're such a fucking dork.
So,
but no.
I got a question. What's your favorite content to make? Like,
Ooh.
what do you prefer to make? What's your favorite thing to do?
What's my favorite thing to do, or what would be my favorite thing to do?
I think.
Two different things.
Both.
So,
My favorite thing that is on my page is you and I, easily. My favorite thing that I would want to film is a gangbang. I just want to be railed and just do nothing. I want to be lazy and let.
You know what's
everybody
funny
use
is,
me.
like, as a grown ass man growing up your whole life, like, you don't think that's what girls want. Society teaches you not to treat women that way. And then you grow up and you're like, every girl I know wants to be gangbanged.
Yeah, you just want to be ravaged. It's
Yeah.
primal. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Just use me up.
Yep.
Exactly.
I am yours.
Fill all my holes
At
and
the
just
same time.
Yes.
You should have. She was so giddy through the whole thing.
I
It
can
was
imagine
ridiculous.
she's a little slut.
Yeah.
Oh my
I want
god.
it.
It was so much fun.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
What's your
okay.
favorite part?
Her giggle and her just like, and then, oh my god. Daddy, I'm a happy girl. Oh, yes. I was like, I'm going to come just listening to that. Rewind.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
Yes. Daddy, I'm a happy girl.
You know, and it's crazy.
It's
like,
amazing.
I can't believe we can make that long of a video and I'm not bored through the whole thing.
It was freaking fantastic. I freaking, because I was like, I don't have an hour to sit down and watch this video without the kids. I did it while I was doing my makeup. I watched it, and I put my mirror up in the window, and then I put my phone next to it, and I was like, I'm gonna watch May get railed out while I do my eyeshadow right now.
I feel like my favorite part of that though, there was I won't say names, but there was a man there. It was his birthday, and he's from a different country, he's from India.
Yes.
And he just made the whole thing even more fun. He
What
was a breath of fresh air.
What a joy.
He was fantastic.
Oh yeah,
throughout the
guys,
whole
great
thing.
tag team.
And yes,
Very
that was
good.
fantastic. I was like, oh my god. He's the one that I was like, I need you to pass him on to me. Holy shit. I need to. I made Joe jealous watching when we were outside freaking and you were showing me the clips before you had edited everything. And I heard him. I was like, oh. I got so excited and I was like, you need to pass him on to me. I need to get at that. And he got jealous because he heard how, and he's like, I have never heard you get so excited over a cock before. And I was like, I'm sorry, baby, it was the voice. I didn't even see his dick.
But don't you fuck not everybody, but doesn't he let you fuck other
I can
people?
fuck whoever I want.
So why did he get jealous?
Because I was so excited. But see, he was only jealous for like half a second, and then he's just like, fucking hoe.
Let me watch you fuck him.
Yeah. Freaking, I had him all hot and bothered today all day at work. I was sending him all sorts of freaking terrible messages. And then I messaged him and I was like, so when do I get to meet your coworker that you're always talking about? And I was like, I need to find out if his face matches his voice. And the first thing he says is, you could not fuck my coworker.
Aww.
And I was like, why not? He goes, because it would be weird. And I was like, why? I was like, I fuck our friend, and that's not weird, and we see him all the time. What's the difference?
It's only weird if you make it weird.
It is.
Yeah.
It's only weird if you make it weird.
Also, I want to point out, look at her shirt.
Be a slut, do whatever you want. Yes, that is an
Motto,
amazing
baby.
shirt. I love it. You should
Happy
sell
you
them.
wore it. Thank you for wearing it. That makes me
Anything for
happy.
you.
So it's, I guess, side story, but I was thinking about it. And this is our day today so far.
Mm-hmm.
Taryn came over, Princess Peach.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ran into my sister. She randomly stopped by.
God damn it.
And so, and it just came to me because we were talking about all this, but a day in our life is this, and a lot of people think it was weird, but like, so Princess Peach was like, wow, your sister's really hot. And so my sister came out of the bathroom and I told her immediately, I was like, hey, my friend wants to fuck you. And so Princess Peach got really kind of like,
Flustered.
I was like, oh, thanks
Yeah,
fucking a lot.
like pissed at me for a second. And so my sister gets up and goes over there and makes out with her at the bar in front of, everyone. I don't think anybody was paying attention, but
It's the best
that
way to
happened.
do it.
And so that's how right before we came over transpired.
So you
Fun.
want to talk about being hot and bothered all day?
It was so fucking hot.
Yeah.
How
sounds
did
hot.
you feel in that moment?
Like a little kid.
I was so bummed.
Ooh.
I had gotten up to go pee, and they did this while I was in the bathroom, so my ass missed it.
I felt like a little virgin again. I'm like, holy fuck, this really hot girl is making out with me. Like, I was trying to go to the bathroom.
That's
with
how
her.
I feel when I make out with women.
Yeah, it's different, dude.
Yeah.
I can fuck any dude, but making out with a girl gets me there faster.
I feel like because it was my sister got you off even more.
No,
That was-
she was just fucking
Yeah.
hot. The first time I saw her, I was like, I want to fuck her. Who is that?
Nice.
Yeah, the last time she was here visiting, his sister randomly stopped by. She doesn't let us know beforehand when she's coming over. She will just, any given moment, just pop in.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second time she popped in randomly, and she was here.
Weird.
So we all went out to drink.
It's just because we're supposed to be fucking. It's destiny.
Yeah, so one of these days we're gonna pimp her out to my sister.
That sounds like an awesome time.
It really does.
And then we'll bring her over here and we can do a podcast with her because she wants to do it.
Hell yeah.
She can talk about how it was.
If she's as hot as you say, you can pimp me out to her too.
Dude, we should all just fuck her.
Dude!
Not
Yes. Yeah, that might be a little bit weird. We'll I don't know.
Just a female lesbian orgy.
Ooh, yes.
I want to film a fucking lesbian orgy.
Dude.
And your face just lit
Fuck
up more
yes.
than I've
Yeah,
ever
because
seen it.
I want that more than I want a bunch of dick.
Beautiful.
Dude.
Thank you. You should see what I look like when I have a million vaginas on my face.
Woo.
We can arrange that.
Maybe not the
Okay, what are
cabin.
you doing tonight?
You maybe. I'll sit on your face, girl.
That's true, she will.
I mean, let me take a shower and let's go. Holy fuck. It's my birthday.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. No, I was telling her, I was like, Princess Peach, she's pretty hot. I was like, what's her sitch? Collab maybe?
I am an undercover lesbian.
An undercover lesbian.
Yeah, I'm married, but
You know,
pussy changed my life.
pussy is amazing. It's like just just
Whoa.
yes.
Yes.
Rub it on my face and just
When did you know that you liked girls?
Oh fuck.
holy
Try to
shit.
mirror her.
Both of you. Like-
So I was a child
Yeah.
and I wanted to fuck my babysitter.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I was like probably 6 and I was like, damn, I would fuck you.
Looking good.
And then like just in school, I always thought girls were hot. And then in high school or in middle school, I had a friend and we like messed around at sleepovers and like, you know, did the whole rub thing and
Yeah.
like then in high school it was just all over. I wanted to fuck everybody. Just the hair and the boobs and the smell and
I knew I
Soft
liked
lips.
girls when I was in like
Excessive amounts of lotion.
middle school, and in the locker room, I would see all my friends getting changed, and I was like,
Peeking.
I would like try not to, because like I felt like weird about it, because I didn't know what's
Yes.
happening. I was like, why do I like this? Oh my god, she's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, well, I mean,
I think I
I
was a
like
little younger
girls.
than middle school because I had like the weird. I was in elementary school, like 4th, 5th grade. I was the weird one, and like my friends were like, "Oh, ha, ha," like they would joke about me liking girls, and I'd be like, "No, what are you talking about? No." And then in middle school, the whole like, "Wait, I'm not supposed to be like."
I'm not supposed to look at you like that.
Yeah, and then middle school, touchy with your friends at sleepovers and shit like that, experimentation and all that throughout high school. And then I had a friend in high school that I was like absolutely in love with, and nothing ever like went beyond just flirting and shit with her. But yeah, I've pretty much always known I was just like, girls are sexy.
I love women.
they're just beautiful.
In high school, they being the majority of my peers, including the guy that introduced me to Joe, that I was hooking up with.
Okay. The roommate.
Yes, the roommate that I was hooking up with. They all thought I was a lesbian.
What?
I had a boyfriend, but I kept going back and forth between him and like wanting to date this chick, and so everybody was like, she's just a lesbian. And then at one point someone had asked me out and I wasn't interested, and they had asked me out enough times that I was like, nah man, I'm a lesbian, leave me alone. So then it freaking just flew through the campus, no, she's really is a lesbian, she said it. So freaking after high school, when I ran into this friend again, that I ended up, dog, stop scratching, good lord.
Ladies, no.
It's like when you said my name. Oh.
But after high school, when I ran into this friend again, and he found out that I was married, he was like, I thought you were a lesbian. And it was like,
You're like, I was,
Whatever.
but shit changes.
right, I'm like, I just like to fuck everybody, okay? What's
I
your
used to
problem?
lie about being a lesbian to get guys to leave me alone too.
Yeah.
It
It works.
It happens. May
does.
realized in the last 2 years that she's just completely pansexual.
Yeah.
100%.
You
yeah.
want just to fuck people.
I just want people.
Because you thought you were a lesbian. And then you met me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like claiming fame, but like something happened. So like you just like fucking everybody. You love pussy and dick
I
equally.
just like people.
It's all good.
That's all I want. I'm there too. Like
Give me
old,
everything.
younger than me, fat, skinny, dude, girl. I don't care.
As long as you turn me on.
Vibes.
Yeah.
I'm a vibe
Yeah.
person.
Vibes, yes,
Yeah,
it's
I don't
about
care
the
what you look
vibes.
like
You've got to
unless we
vibe
vibe.
well.
Mm.
Because you can be the hottest person in the world, but if you've got a shitty vibe,
Yeah, get the fuck
get out of here.
Yeah, one of the hottest people that I have fucked just trash sex. Just ruins every sexual encounter I had with that person.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Do you have any, like, incredibly embarrassing stories.
Ooh, yeah. Let's get to know you. That's a hard question.
What about you, Jay?
Embarrassing story. Well, I don't know. Fish.
Fish?
What do you mean?
Oh, he wants us to fish.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to tell your virginity story?
My virginity story. Well,
Virginity stories.
I must have been 13 or 14, and no, I was older than that. I don't know a precise age, but between 14 and 16, I had been temporarily kicked out of school. I wasn't a great student, but like this time it was bullshit. Like some girl made up a story that I was talking about guns because she didn't like me. And I was like, what? That never happened. But so I got expelled for a little bit, and it was like right after Columbine, so they weren't playing. Like they were like, you can't come here for a little bit. So I didn't go to school for a little bit. So I did this homeschooling thing through the college, and my mom's friend had a daughter, and she was doing it. And so we wound up for a couple weeks doing school together at my house. And my mom, she has no clue what's going on in the world.
Oblivious.
So we would get really high, and she'd be like, "What's that smell in there? Are you guys smoking cigarettes?" And it's like, "No, we're not smoking anything, Mom." She'd be like, "Okay." So it was just me and the girl one day, and my mom went to town with her farm friend, and they got stuck in Oak Harbor, and this girl pulled out the chocolate syrup, and I got my first blowjob, and like I jacked off a lot as a teenager, so it wasn't like a 5-minute thing. Like I fucked her for hours.
Damn.
Like, it was like
You're like, I've been practicing for this my whole life.
Yeah, exactly. So I beat it up, and and that's my virginity story.
That's when you knew what the
Straight for the chocolate
Yeah, no,
sauce.
and
Wow.
so I always strive to be, and I still to this day strive to pound it out for a long time.
Oh yeah.
So
I love that.
yeah, so that was that, and my mom got home like really quickly after we were done. So and I didn't know what to do, like when I was coming, I was like, oh, I didn't think about this. So I was like, I had a condom on and everything, but like I didn't know. I was like, oh my god, what if it gets through the condom? And I started freaking out in the middle of coming. So I'm like ripping this condom on me, comes flying everywhere. She's like, what's wrong? So, I am not trying to have kids yet. That's what's wrong.
Was it her first time too?
I don't know. No, it wasn't. No.
Oh.
Actually, this is a good friend, and Bo lost his virginity to the same girl, who's a good friend of mine.
Oh.
I'll have to hook him up with this podcast, but we were best friends in for a while in high school, and he lost his virginity to her under the pool table at Nate and Rachel's house.
Oh, fuck.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So, but she's a lot of fun. She actually lives in Hawaii now. She's living her best life.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I always wonder about what happened to the people from our youth.
I actually the guy I lost my virginity to, I hit him up.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I was fucking hammered. Everything always happens when I'm hammered, because I'm hammered a lot. But I was hammered earlier today. I had to sober up to do the podcast.
Or when Peaches is in town.
Yeah, well, Anyway, so freaking, I hit him up and I was like, what happened to you? He wanted to like be a musician and all this other stuff, and he's currently working on a musical that's being funded by Disney.
Wow.
I was like, good on you, homie.
That's cool.
He has a cute little girl that's about a year older than my son. So I was just like, look at you. That's awesome.
Living it up.
Yeah. So yeah, I occasionally get a little curious and tipsy and will hit people up and be like,
How you been?
yo, it's been 12 years. What happened with life? I'm like, we don't get a high school reunion because of COVID. Not that I would have gone. I'm just curious about you.
Yeah. What happened?
So,
Where you at?
You know.
Periodically do that.
I was so bummed that mine got canceled.
I was a little bit bummed that mine
What
did,
would it have
but
been, your
I wouldn't
10?
have gone.
Yeah.
Probably.
And I always was like, I'm never gonna go. High
So,
school sucked.
that-
And then since, I feel like 30 guys have messaged me and been like, I wanted to fuck you in high school and you're so hot now. And I'm like, maybe I do want to go. Sounds like a high school reunion gangbang.
I got
Yeah.
I got talked into going to my high school reunion because I was like the same. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking go to my high school reunion. That's stupid. I hated school then. I still hate it now. But I got talked into going, and it was great because they had like a bar on a boat, right?
A bar, and then you get to sit there and you
Yeah.
get to find out
Right, and it was on
you
like
predicted
a huge.
their life would go to shit, and then you were right about.
Yep.
See,
Yeah.
I feel really sad. I grew up in a military family, so I went to 4 different high schools.
That's
So
terrible.
I don't really,
You don't have lifelong friends.
I don't have lifelong friends. I don't. So it sucks. I'm not gonna get to
Yeah.
go to a high school reunion.
You know, they're not that great.
Yeah. I'll be like a plus
You know,
one
that's
to
what-
one
that's
of
what
yours, and then
I
fuck
thought.
everybody there.
Yeah, I thought, and then you know what though? It was actually really cool, and all the people I thought I didn't like, I was like, no, we were just in high school, and we were all
Yeah,
fun.
high school is
Everybody hates
stupid.
everybody. in
We were
high
all just
school.
flexing, and honestly, we're all just the same. We grew up in a small little shitty town,
Mm-hmm.
and the people you don't like didn't show up because they're off doing crack or making millions of dollars.
Right?
It's crazy that like in high school you think it's like some serious shit.
That's
Right,
just
I know,
not.
it's like
though.
the end
Yeah.
of the world.
Changing, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
loathing it. I was like so not looking forward to it. I get there, I had a few drinks, and I was like, I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
The hell?
People are so bad.
Yeah. I wound up.
Everybody's an asshole.
The person I was with was the person I didn't like. Actually, it turned out.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So, Princess Peach, how did you lose your virginity?
So my story is not that fun. I was dating this guy. So I was like a shy little, I was pathetic. I like wouldn't even kiss a guy.
You were shy.
Yeah, right. I know. I was like that
Shy girl
nerdy
vibes
girl.
are sexy, though.
Super nerdy, and I was like, I wouldn't even make out with a guy. And then all of a sudden, it went from like 0 to 60 within like 48 hours. So,
Oh, wow.
I gave my first hand job and blow job and fucked on like within the same 2 days. So,
Nice.
I was
She was like, "Wait, that tasted
17.
good." Put it
She's like,
inside of me.
slide!
yeah, I was 17 and my parents left to go out to a bar, and I was like, hey, you should come over. And he was like, oh fuck, okay. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and he showed up and no one was home, and I was like, hey, like, you should just fuck me. And he was like, wait, where did this come from? We haven't done anything really. And I was like, I just want you to fuck me, let's just get it over with. He was like, okay. And we literally just like, he laid me down on the ground, and like, I wasn't afraid. Like, he was terrified, and I was just like, can you just put it in me now?
I'm horny.
And I was like,
do it.
just fuck me. And, it was his first time, my first time, and it lasted like 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, but I want more. And he's like, okay, but I gotta go home.
Oh, no.
So that was my first time. It wasn't as exciting as everybody else's, but
Mine wasn't that exciting either. It
Mine was
wasn't.
just traumatic.
Yours was traumatic.
It was awful.
I remember. Fucking holy
I heard
shit.
your story, but I don't remember what it was.
Oh,
no,
his
you got
uncle
locked in a
I got
closet.
locked in his closet.
Well, okay, if you want my first time was traumatic too, because it was not consensual.
Oh, well,
So,
we're not talking non-consensual.
Yeah.
'cause-
so mine was traumatic too. I love you.
yeah, we're not gonna go that route. Happy times, guys.
Different podcast.
Yeah, different episode if we want to go into traumas, which
It'd be a long one.
it would be,
Mm.
could be.
I do have one
interesting
similar, like obviously it wasn't my virginity story, but I had a girlfriend for a little while when I was an older teenager, like from 17 to 21. And she was a few years younger than me, and I would sneak into her house. And I remember her mom, I had to hide under the bed. Her mom busted in. And this was a beach house, like they were rich. So like, her mom leaves the room, and I had to slide out the sliding glass door that goes right onto the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And like, her mom's room's right above on a balcony.
Oh no.
So like, had to like, fucking.
Spider monkey.
Yeah. Doo-doo. And then she caught me. She just happened to be going to the store and caught me down the road. So
Nice.
all that work, I got away, and then Hey,
Yeah.
what are you doing out here at 1 a.m?
Looking
Not
at
fucking
the
your
moon.
daughter.
I ended up being so after my first time, I ended up being a super slut. So I would fuck in the choir room closet.
Nice.
So that was,
You like
Super
your
nerd.
public risky shit,
yeah,
don't
it's
you?
my favorite.
Public,
Yeah.
risky sex is fan-fucking-tastic.
It's so
Fair,
Oh my
yeah.
god. I love it.
We flashed some farmer on his tractor
Yes,
today.
we did.
So they missed the
Oh my
the first
God.
guy, the cowboy. Like he was a
Uh-huh.
young guy just driving a tractor, and then like obviously like the boss or the farm owner was on the second tractor, and they got their shirts up in time for the second guy, and he's like old. He looked pissed about it.
He looked at
He's
me
Like,
and I
oh,
and he
those
was like,
sinners.
I know.
I thought he would be so much more excited.
Yeah.
Their titties.
Well,
Yeah,
if
and he's
two
old.
freaking women flashed me, I'd be so excited.
Right?
I'd come home and I'd be like, babe, I got candy.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Fuck.
what variety? Like you got the nipple rings and then the huge knockers.
Yeah, come on now. Come on
We
now.
got matching titties.
I'm super excited. I'm getting my nipples pierced
I
this month.
heard.
Also,
Ooh.
do the thing.
Do which thing?
What thing?
Oh,
Do it.
oh, this thing?
Ah.
No, the other thing.
Which other thing?
Spray her.
Oh,
Okay, wait.
oh, it didn't go that far, but yeah. I got a little bit of
I
milk,
miss
a
lactating
little
so
milk
much.
still in there.
I got you. I'll get it out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's getting spicy.
I got my nipples pierced twice, and I miss them so much, but they never heal right.
Mine, I got them done when I was 18. For my 18th birthday, actually. I had 7th period free. So I left school and went and got my nipples
Oh my
pierced.
God.
Very ballsy.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, deuces. My friend drove me to the fucking shop, and I got my nipples pierced. She recorded it being done, or she took pictures of it being done. So there's a picture of 18-year-old me with my huge, perky, pre-baby tits, holding her hand, going, ah, while she shoves a needle through my tit, somewhere in my house. But freaking then shortly after, like a couple months after, I started dating this guy, and he would not stop trying to play with him. And he kept trying to put his fucking mouth on him and all this other shit. So I ended up with a staph infection. So I actually have this little scar right here on my tit, this little crescent moon.
Oh, fuck.
Because they had to go in and surgically fucking clean the infection out because
No,
it got so bad.
Staph
Because it
infections
got,
are for real.
oh, it was intense. And because it was like in deep enough where the infection like started, by the time I noticed it was there and it got so bad so fast, I used to smoke. I went to throw an empty pack of cigarettes, and just doing the motion of throwing it just fucking exploded pain. And so I went into the ER, and they were like, you need to go see a surgeon right the fuck now.
Yeah.
And so they sent me to the surgeon, and they were like, well, we're going to make sure that you don't have inflammatory breast cancer, because that's what my grandma died of. And they're like, oh no, they like took this huge needle and they shoved it in my tit and pulled all this crap out, and they're like, oh no, this is full of pus. And so they were like, you're gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna cut you open and we're gonna drain this shit out. And the guy was mad. He's like, I don't want to have to do it, but I'm kind of have to do it. And
Right.
then I guess when they got in, the infection was significantly worse than they thought that it was. So instead of it being a quick in and out procedure, they actually admit me into the hospital. And so the entire week after graduating high school, I was in the hospital, and they were like, we think you have MRSA. No one's allowed to touch you.
Oh my god.
And hopefully you don't die. And I was like, oh, that's fantastic. And then they came back a couple days later, and they're like, oh, not MRSA, just staph. Still really bad, but not you're
Not nearly
people
as
can
bad.
touch you.
All
It's
for
fine.
hearsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so after that, I was kind of afraid to get them done for a while. And then by the time I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get it done again, I got pregnant. And I was like, well, that's no fun.
So, are you gonna stop nursing?
But I actually already did.
Gotcha.
I stopped when my son was 3 months. The fact that I still make milk at all is like, wait, what?
You know what I was telling May
crazy.
is that somehow I still have stuff coming out.
Nice.
Like every so often, if you suck on them hard enough, stuff comes out. And I'm like, it's been 6 years. Almost 6 years.
I was talking to a woman that said she had a 6-year-old and she would still have full letdown when a baby cried.
Wow.
And I was like,
Yeah.
what?
It's a thing, though.
That's
it's a
crazy.
thing. There's women that, like, always have, well,
A
not
little supply
always,
in
but
there.
for a while after,
Yeah.
they have letdown when they hear babies.
Yeah.
I never had issues with like full letdown, but I do intentionally because I like lactating, and so I do intentionally stimulate to keep it going.
I'm not gonna lie, if I was a woman, I would ponder keeping it going to be like a wet nurse.
Yep.
I thought if pumping weren't to keep it and like a good supply weren't so painful, I would have kept it, frozen it, and sold it to like bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Bodybuilders buy it too?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
because
really
it's
good
got
for you.
so much nutrition in it.
Really,
Bodybuilders will
really
use it, and it's like natural steroids, air quotes, being used.
I used to like
crazy.
hand it out like it was nothing because it just produced too much. People would just like
Yeah.
trade me for stuff.
That's
They'd be
awesome.
like, here's some milk cookies or
Fuck
baby
yeah.
shit.
I knew this woman that would make breast milk soap, breast milk lotion.
Yep, it's really good for your skin.
Yeah.
I was able to dump out quite a bit out of my titties. I didn't wake up in the middle of the night and pump, just because I was like, fuck that shit. It's 2 a.m. I'm not sitting with a pump on my titties. So in the mornings, I could fill like an entire bottle off one tit. It was
Girl,
wild.
I had a time where I literally had 15 ounces out of one side.
Holy
It
shit.
was nuts.
That's crazy. I think the
Yeah.
most I ever got out of one side was like 10 or maybe 12. But
Yeah, I
that's
had a problem
insane.
with overproduction, so I had to go to like the hospital
Mhm.
because I got a really bad infection, and they had to use some ultrasound, like sonic ultrasound, to just like essentially melt it. It's like a laser.
Ooh.
It was
That
not
sounds
fun,
intense.
or else I would be lactating because I think it's hot and it's
Yeah.
fun.
It is fun. It's super fun.
Speaking of piercings getting infected and you being irresponsible with yours right away, I
Yeah.
literally gave a blowjob after I walked out from getting my tongue piercing, and it was fine. You must have bad luck.
I know. Oh, I'm determined
How?
that I'm
I-
cursed.
hang
It's
on.
a thing.
I am determined to suck dick at all times.
Have you ever had your tongue pierced?
No.
It hurt. I didn't care. It was swollen. I did not care. I like pain when I liked it. I also had my pussy pierced, and it was completely fine like right after. To
Wait,
mess
you do
with.
now or you did that?
I did. We
I
were
was like,
talking
I
about
didn't
this.
see that in the video.
No, we were talking about this, and it was a cock block. I couldn't squirt. You can't be rough with it. It's just
Yeah.
fun.
I as a dude, I love the look of them, but then it's when I finally got to play with one,
They're not.
I wasn't like,
You
I was
can't
like,
play with it.
I'm held back
Yeah.
a little bit. I have to be careful.
That's
Like-
kind of what I'm afraid of. Like with genital piercings, they kind of freaked me out a little bit because I'm like tearing and like.
I couldn't go without underwear, which I didn't like. I couldn't go commando at all because it would just rip on my pants, and I'm like, nah, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
And if you sit a
Sounds
certain way, if
terrible.
you have thick thighs, it just like
Rubs it the
twists
wrong
because
way.
you have a bar, so it
Yeah.
twists and pulls on your clit. It's not cool.
Oof. No good. That
No,
sounds
thank you.
awful.
Did you lose any like sensitivity?
I don't think so. I think I'm good. I think what caused any loss of sensitivity would be my overuse of my wand. I think that's vibrating that shit. I've made myself bleed with that thing.
Oh
Yikes.
damn.
Yeah, they're pretty
That's
fucking good.
That's crazy.
They're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's magic
Mm-hmm.
for sure. It's a masturbation problem.
It's not
That's
a problem.
It's not a problem.
Yeah.
When it makes me late for work, it is.
That's normal.
She just.
I bet you. So like, if you've ever have you ever been a manager or a supervisor?
I am right now,
So like, do people show up late a lot?
yeah. Oh yeah.
I bet you
I
6
do
out of
it.
the 10 times it's because they were having sex or masturbating.
Mm-hmm.
The other 4 times, the other
Yeah.
3 times are
If Joe was late
they
for
woke
work
up
today,
late
it's
because it's
he
early
had to
morning,
get
and then the
dick
last
before
one
leaving.
is
Mm-hmm.
whatever
Or
crazy story they come
give
up
me
with might
dick.
actually be true.
Yeah, we always fuck in the morning, and every time he's like, "My boss is gonna kill me," I'm like, "Just tell him you were getting fucked. He'll understand. He's a male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just say sorry. I was
That's
getting
what I used to
fucked,
tell Sean.
and it took forever."
Getting
I
some
was,
pussy,
I was
bro.
balls deep, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah.
He would think I was like joking with him now. I was like, no, I'm fucking one of your caregivers, you idiot.
Whoops.
Oh my goodness. Well, we hope you've enjoyed today's episode, guys. It's been scatterbrained all over the place. We hope you've enjoyed our lovely guests. Have you enjoyed being here?
Thank you.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Impromptu.
Yes, impromptu, but absolutely fantastic. It's been a pleasure having you. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.